Today I'm going to talk to you about international trials. This won't be a very normal speech, but some vocab that might be useful for you. So the Nuremberg trials, which I'm sure you've heard of anyway. The International Criminal Tribunal for the former Yugoslavia. United Nations Security Council. Rodovan Karadžić. The International Court of Justice. United Nations Charter, and then some names, so Sabine Ulmann, along with Rodovan Karadžić, see. And I think that's about it.
I can skip this, I just need to answer the urgent emails.
Go for it, go for it. Okay. Hello everybody. Today I'm going to talk to you about a very specific international trial. Now, usually international trials are not very happy topics of conversation. They're usually held in international courts. International courts themselves, just to give a bit of background, are formed by treaties between nations or under the authority of an international organisation, for example, the United Nations. Now, one of the first and most famous, surely, of such international courts was established during the Nuremberg trials. They were a series of military tribunals held by the Allied forces after World War II, which were most notable for the prosecution of prominent members of the political, military and economic leadership of Nazi Germany, who planned, carried out or otherwise participated in the Holocaust and other war crimes. As I said before, not a very happy topic. Another very famous example of an international court is the International Criminal Tribunal for the former Yugoslavia. This court was established by the United Nations Security Council to prosecute the serious crimes committed during the Yugoslav wars and to try their perpetrators. The trial started in 1993 and some are still ongoing, for instance in the case of Rodovan Karadžić. However, today I'm not going to talk about the Nuremberg trials or the International Criminal Tribunal for the former Yugoslavia, but I'm going to talk about an odder occurrence brought to an international court. Now, the court in question is the International Court of Justice. The United Nations Charter established the International Court of Justice, which began work in 1946. Its main functions are to settle legal disputes submitted to it by states and to provide advisory opinions on legal questions submitted to it by international branches, for example, agencies, and the UN General Assembly. The International Court of Justice, is seen by some as one of the most positive aspects of the United Nations in general, as the court has done huge and beneficial work. The violation of international law regarding this international trial, in the case I am about to talk about, however, does not concern an international war, fighting, genocide. It, in fact, concerns golf balls. Now, the Swiss ambassador, Sabine Ulmann, lives in Venezuela, and it is she who is trying to bring the matter to court. She lives in Venezuela, right next to a country club, an elite golf establishment in a wealthy area. Now, the ambassador recently drove an extraordinary shot down the diplomatic fairway because she was very worried about golf balls that had been hitting her on the head. In a notice, whose content resembles a lawyer's ultimatory letter before action, the ambassador hung a large printed notice on the outside of her fence facing the club stating, Launching balls into this residence is a danger to whoever is within Swiss territory and a violation of the Vienna Convention if a golf ball injures or kills anyone on Swiss soil. She is obviously taking this matter very seriously. Now, the Venezuelan Federation of Golf thought this was rather an exaggeration, just for a matter of golf balls, saying that the placard had been read with astonishment. However, the Venezuelan Federation of Golf has actually reason to be worried, as the United Nations Convention on Diplomatic Relations is a legal treaty that defines the framework for diplomatic relations between the countries. And it means that any diplomatic mission, so the Swiss ambassador is there for a mission, has to be able to work without fear of harassment by the host country. And the Swiss ambassador, Sabine Ulmann, is stating that these golf balls are harassing her daily. Article 30 of this convention states the private residence of a diplomatic agent shall enjoy the same inviolability and protection as the premises of the mission. This means that the Federation could be taken to the International Court of Justice for golf balls. Now, I'm sure you're all on the edge of your seats wanting to know the outcome of this trial. Well, as things stand, the International Court of Justice is taking the claim into consideration while fervently trying to persuade the Swiss ambassador to drop the charges. Thank you very much.